live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Right now at 10, celebrating furry friends and community open spaces. Dogs and their owners gather for the second annual Bark in the Park. Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Jeremy Wall. The Fond du Lac Police Department is asking the public for help in locating a missing man. 56-year-old Troy Zupke was last seen on Thursday, August 3rd in Fond du Lac. He left his residence and said he was heading to Green Bay. He hasn't responded to anyone since leaving and hasn't answered voicemails from officers. If you have any information that could be helpful to locating Zupke, police are asking you call the number on your screen. Former President Trump's legal team has until Monday to respond to a request for a protective order that would limit what Mr. Trump can say in the D.C. federal case. CBS News correspondent Kristen Benavides reports.
Former President Donald Trump will not let up his attacks about the several indictments against him, lashing out at those who are bringing them forward, like special counsel Jack Smith.
You know, the man that's doing it, I really believe he's mentally ill.
On social media Sunday, Trump posted there's no way he can get a fair trial with Judge Tanya Chutkan, who was assigned the D.C. case against him, writing that she should recuse herself. On Face the Nation, Trump's attorney said the statement was made in the context of the campaign.
We expect a fair and just trial in the District of Columbia, and my role is simply to ensure that President Trump's rights, just like every American's rights, are protected.
Still, the Trump legal team will look to move the case out of D.C.
We would like a diverse venue, a diverse jury that reflects the characteristics of the American people. It's up to the judge. I think West Virginia would be an excellent venue to try this case.
Meantime, also on Sunday, former Vice President Mike Pence forcefully called out Trump's disproven claims about the 2020 election.
There was never any evidence of widespread fraud that would have changed the outcome of the election. I don't think anyone who ever puts himself over the Constitution should ever be president or should ever be president again.
Despite Pence's comments, Mr. Trump's attorney said the former vice president will be one of the best witnesses for the defense. Trump's most fervent supporters, meantime, remain unwavering. A new CBS News poll shows 91% believe the indictments are trying to stop the Trump campaign, and more than 3/4 believe it's an attack on people like them. Christian Benavides, CBS News, Miami.
A fourth indictment against the former president could happen in Georgia in the coming weeks. Wisconsin's 3rd congressional district continues to get national attention following reports that Representative Derek Van Orden yelled at Senate pages. In late July, Van Orden reportedly cursed at the pages who had been lying on the floor of the Capitol Rotunda to take pictures. He has not apologized and has since defended his actions. Van Orden represents what's considered the most competitive congressional district in Wisconsin. And according to a UWL political science professor, the page incident could have helped an opponent of his.
A major beneficiary of this incident is Rebecca Cook, and I'm sure she's been able to get more attention, more publicity, and more dollars as a result of this incident.
Cook is currently the only Democrat who has announced her campaign against Van Orden for the 3rd congressional district seat. She ran back in 2022 but lost in primary to State Senator Brad Pfaff. Van Orden went on to beat Pfaff for the seat by 3 percentage points. The 2024 election will likely see a similarly competitive election. A federal court panel of judges ruled against Governor Evers. The case was related to a local GOP leader's efforts to overturn the 2020 presidential election in Wisconsin. Evers had asked the court to award him attorney fees and costs for a lawsuit brought by Bill Feehan. Feehan is the former La Crosse County Republican Party chair and the current GOP party chair for Wisconsin's 3rd congressional district. In 2020, Feehan had filed a lawsuit that, if successful, would have prevented Wisconsin's electoral votes for Joe Biden from being certified. The court dismissed the case. Feehan's attempts to appeal the decision were unsuccessful. Evers was hoping to recoup the costs of Feehan's lawsuit that were earlier reported to be $107,000. The decision against Evers came last Wednesday, just days after Feehan was noted as a false elector in last week's indictment of Donald Trump. There will be a road closure on 11th Street South starting tomorrow. Mayo Clinic Health System in La Crosse will close the section of 11th Street South that runs from the front of the Cancer and Surgery building and along the east side of the clinic. The street will be closed from August 7th through August 13th for utility work related to the construction of the new hospital. During this time, patients and visitors are asked to use the Market Street entrance to get to the emergency department and to drop off and pick up patients at the hospital and cancer and surgery building.
Yeah, this evening some areas have picked up some light rain. A lot of other areas have just picked up some cloud cover with some sprinkles or two. You can see combined radar and satellite right now where that circulation is beginning in Iowa. It's beginning to push southeast. So a lot of the rainfall is beginning, the back shield is beginning to push further south. But we do have some showers out there, especially as we zoom in up near Winona, and those areas have picked up a little bit of a stronger cell that's been pushing southeast and providing some rain. As we look at radar, you can kind of see that one is all so far. It's picked up about 1,400 in Winona. Most other areas have seen less than 1/10 of an inch. If just sprinkles, more concentrated rain, kind of the back edge is near Mankato down just to west of Mason City. But you can see the trend is beginning to dry out towards the Twin Cities, and that's kind of what we're going to see overnight. Overall, there's your temperatures right now, upper 60s to low 70s, still fairly mild out there. Now, rainfall has been very light. Once again, just that little area up in Trempealeau and Buffalo County. The track changed from this week, and that's what kind of caused all the precipitation to go down. We're looking at just cloudy conditions tonight with a few showers early, and later on the broadcast we'll break down if we get some sun Monday, how the temperatures look this week, and those next rain chances, all that coming a bit later in the broadcast.
All right, thank you so much, Greg. It was a celebration of furry friends and community open spaces. Today at Roe Park in Onalaska, dogs and their owners gathered for the second annual Bark in the Park. Hosted by the Onalaska Parks and Rec, the event was open to the public and all dog breeds. With various activities and events for owners and their pups, it was a fun-filled event for all. There was a splash pad for pups to cool off, along with pup cups, even a pet-friendly photo booth, and demonstrations from the Coulee Region Kennel Club.
This is our first year doing it at Roe Park, and we are really thankful that the weather turned out so that we can be outside and enjoying the park with all of our animals.
They don't cooperate. Lay down and yeah, exactly.
Looks like everyone had a pawsome time. A silent auction was also held, and proceeds went towards the Coulee Region Humane Society and the Onalaska Police Canine Unit. If you missed out but would love to be part of the Bark in the Park next year, or hear more about upcoming events from the Onalaska Parks and Recreation, we will have a link on our free News 8000 app. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. The Holmen Historical Society hosted its annual Ice Cream Social. It's part of a fundraiser to support Holmen Archives. People in Holmen today enjoyed the beloved treat while learning about the history of the community. Along with the old-fashioned ice cream social, there was a silent auction. Then there's a vintage and antique items for sale, even a bucket raffle, and there was even live music and a classic car show. Officials from the Holmen Area Historical Society said they've been doing this particular fundraiser for 2 years. Well, coming up on News 8, Battle of the Billionaires. Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg are preparing for a potential fight. Find out where you could stream it. But first, Musk and Zuckerberg aren't the only billionaires making headlines. Barbie is making history after raking in more than $1 billion at the box office. That's up next. Stay with us.
Made from scratch biscuits rising, hand-breaded chicken frying, 100% Angus beef burgers charbroiling. Just a few of the ways Hardee's handcrafts goodness in the making.
Holiday Inn Express in Onalaska is your corporate headquarters for all business or personal travel in the Coulee region. Conveniently located within walking distance of 6 restaurants, retail locations, and 3 grocery stores. We are at the hub of your corporate visit. with hot breakfast served daily, meeting rooms for corporate presentations, and a state-of-the-art workout facility. We have everything you need for your next business trip.
People across Wisconsin are enjoying the rewards, stability, and flexibility of a career in healthcare. Why not you? WIS Caregiver Careers can get you started as a certified direct care professional. You'll learn the skills you need to make life better for older adults or people with a disability. All training is free and online, plus earn $500 in bonuses. Start your new career. Sign up today at wiscaregivercdcp.com.
Hardee's Double Deals pack double the charbroiled beef and melty cheese. Choose a double cheeseburger or bacon double cheeseburger starting at $2.99. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Call her Billionaire Barbie. Barbie is making history after raking in more than $1 billion at the box office. The movie has only been out for 3 weeks, but Warner Brothers says writer-director Greta Gerwig's blockbuster has brought in an astounding $1.3 billion at theaters around the world. Some media analysts say only about 50 films have hit the billion-dollar mark. And according to Box Office Mojo, the movie has been the #1 release every weekend since its release in big global markets, including the UK, Mexico, and Australia. The possible cage fight between Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg might be streamed on X, the platform formerly known as Twitter. That's according to Elon Musk, who posted on social media that he was, quote, lifting weights throughout the day preparing for the fight. Musk added that, quote, all proceeds will go to charity for veterans. The two big tech billionaires seemingly agreed to participate in a fight last June. However, neither Musk nor Zuckerberg have confirmed whether an agreement has been reached on the fight. A woman is suing Southwest Airlines, claiming she was accused of trafficking her own daughter. Mary McCarthy, who is white, was traveling with her 10-year-old biracial daughter in October of 2021. She claims an employee reported her to police while in the air for suspected child trafficking. The suit alleges that officers questioned her after landing in Denver. She's asking for unspecified damages for emotional distress, inconvenience, and mental anguish. A spokesperson for Southwest said they had no comment on the pending litigation. In the fall, every consumer cell phone will be part of a nationwide emergency alert test. FEMA and the FCC have scheduled the drill for October 4th at 2:20 p.m. Eastern Time. You could expect your cell phone to receive an alert that reads, "This is a test of the National Wireless Emergency Alert System." No action is needed. The text message may pop up in Spanish depending on your settings. FEMA and the FCC say they are coordinating with wireless providers, emergency managers, and others to avoid confusion. The reason for the test is to make sure all systems are prepared in case a national emergency needs to be sent out to the public. It will be the second time that all cellular devices are tested. Radios and televisions will also be tested that same day, and that test will last approximately 1 minute. Again, these tests are scheduled for October 4th of this year. Coming up on News 8, the world's oceans are warming as they recently recorded the hottest average temperature ever.
After the showers end tonight, we're seeing a quiet start to the work week with near average temperatures, but we do have some rain chances coming up later this week. I'll break all that down and more coming up next on weather.
Hi, it's Elvis Duran. Thanks for listening. I think what makes our show unique is perspective. Many different voices, many different points of view.
If you're going to say don't ask me, we're going to ask you. If you want to.
Wow. We're always fun.
Oh my God.
So good.
Because we like you.
We're plugged in. It's kind of fantastic.
Hi, it's Elvis Duran from the Mix Morning Show. Wake up with us every morning on Mix 96.
America, it's time to gear up and get out there in a new Ford vehicle. And it all starts at your local Ford dealer during the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection of trucks and SUVs equipped with the tech and comfort you need to discover your best summer ever. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover summer with Ford. Now get 2.9% financing for 66 months plus $1,500 FlexBuy cash on Bronco Sport, Escape, and Edge. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Arby's, 2 for $7 every day. Arby's crispy classic chicken sandwich. 2 of those things for just $7. Arby's, we have the meat.
So many hotels.
Trouble booking the family vacay? Come on. Comfort does free hot breakfast for the whole fam. They have waffles. And splendid pools. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
Pilgrims in Arcadia is looking to add maintenance technicians and want you to apply. We offer you on-site training in our new state-of-the-art training center, flexibility with 4 different shifts, competitive pay, career advancement, and a hefty benefits program. Here's what our employees have to say.
I would encourage anybody looking for a job in maintenance to come to Pilgrims because we give them the opportunity to train and advance their careers through our program.
If you are looking for a good, stable, reliable job, Pilgrims is the place to work.
Apply in person at our recruiting office, Main Street, Arcadia.
Are you tired of looking out your dirty windows? Coulee Region Window Cleaning is here to help. Locally owned with honest and fair pricing, and satisfaction is always guaranteed. More than dirty windows? If it's on your house, we can clean it. Call 769-7048 today for your free quote and get $100 off your service. Coulee Region Window Cleaning, we're doggone good. Call 769-7048 today or visit CooleyRegionWindowCleaning.com.
Now hiring carpenters. $2,000 sign-on bonus. Good pay and benefits. No weekends. Apply online or in person at the Ford Store Home Improvements. Work with the best.
Scientists announced a grim milestone this month. The world's oceans hit the hottest average recorded temperature. CBS's Ian Lee has more on why that's so alarming and what it means.
Heat waves plaguing the planet are sweeping through our seas. Scientists from Europe recently recorded the hottest ever average ocean temperature, just shy of 70 degrees.
Personally, I'm really concerned. The heat waves that we're experiencing on land and the marine heat waves that we're seeing are happening in unusual locations where we haven't expected them.
The world's warming waters threaten to melt the ice caps, destroy coral reefs, and kill marine life, like plankton. The tiny plants and animals create the base of the ocean's food chain. They produce around 50% of the Earth's oxygen. That's every second breath you take, but they're sensitive to heat.
People's perspective is that the ocean, it's so big, it's so vast that it can buffer, anything that humanity can throw at it. And the reality is that's not the case.
The effects are also being felt in the United States. Water temperatures off the tip of South Florida hit a record-setting 101 degrees for 2 straight days last week, threatening local coral and sea life. Scientists also warned the warming oceans could trigger more extreme weather, like strong storms, devastating droughts, and fierce floods. Ian Lee, CBS News.
All right, let's send it over to Greg with a look at the forecast. Greg.
Yeah, we got actually a very quiet week. We do have some rain chances, but at overall temperatures, no heat or humidity to be expected. Once the showers end tonight, then their next chance we're looking at a Wednesday through Sunday. Highest chance looks to be Thursday and Friday, but there will be still plenty of dry periods all the way through this week. It's really that Thursday night to Friday that we're looking at. The good news is the temperatures, if you don't like the hot temperatures, we're not going to see any of that this week. Pretty much around where we should be, maybe slightly cooler as we go into the weekend and then warming up next week once again. Big pattern shows that low beginning to push off to the east overall. Not much downstream. We have a few little systems that are going to continue to push south, but overall we're not expecting much to go on until we get really to that Tuesday, Wednesday time frame. And that's the one that we're going to watch. There's a piece of energy coming here and one to the south. So when that comes through Wednesday right now, it's not providing a great chance for precipitation. So we're kind of split in the middle between those two. But that'll be our next opportunity Wednesday and then lingering into maybe Wednesday night. Once we get past that, then we're looking at a stronger system probably by Thursday or Friday that actually could provide, depending on the time frame, a severe potential from Thursday afternoon to Friday morning. We'll have to watch this with this timing, but this does bear watching. It should be stronger, so it could pose a threat, so we'll keep an eye on that wise. Otherwise, precipitation, this is really for that system Thursday to Friday. We could see maybe a ½ inch. You can see a little bit stronger up to the, or a little heavier as you get further north. We'll see if this pans out a little bit. We're not expecting much with that Wednesday, Thursday system. That could be probably under a ½ inch if we're lucky to get some of that. Overall tonight, we're going to see those showers begin to taper off after the midnight hour. We'll still keep the cloud cover overall, but you'll see temperatures getting back down into the 60s, even a few 50s if we can get the cloud cover to clear out a little bit, especially to areas up to the north. Then tomorrow morning, you'll wake up, we'll still have cloud cover. Further north you go, probably more sun, but everyone will start seeing more sun in the afternoon. We'll start losing the clouds. We'll get up to the low to mid 80s. There's still an outside chance that it's depicting a shower, a light shower here, but overall I don't think we'll see a lot of that. I think it's kind of overdone, but we'll have a cloud cover, but sunshine getting up to the low 80s with a light north wind, kind of right where we should be for this time of year. We go into a Monday night, that's when things could get a little bit more interesting. If we do clear out, which I think we will, we might see some morning fog as you wake up Tuesday, and it could be kind of dense. But Tuesday then, otherwise, we'll just see clouds off and on, but should be fairly good temperatures once again too. So for tonight, temperature-wise, we're looking at the upper 50s, low 60s, even mid-60s apparently in some areas. Then we go tomorrow, a lot of areas will be kind of where we should be, low to mid-80s. If we have more sun in areas, you might pick up the mid-80s. Further south, we'll have probably more cloud cover, and that's why you have low 80s, upper 70s, because it will take some time until the afternoon until we start seeing more sun in southern areas. Look at the 8-day forecast. You can see that there's your rain chance coming in Wednesday and Thursday. That doesn't look that impressive. That's more the Friday, Thursday night and Friday that we'll have to keep an eye on. Otherwise, those temperatures warming up to Thursday, but pretty close to where we should be for this time of year. No 90s to be expected. Maybe a little humidity Thursday, but then next week slightly cooler. So overall, for all the football practices, all the sports going on, not too bad of temperatures really.
Great day to be outside, or a great week, shall we say.
Yes, exactly.
All right, thank you so much, Greg. Coming up in sports, it's the return of Brandon Woodruff. The two-time All-Star is making his first appearance since April 7th. Cade will let you know how he did right after the break.
Monday at 10, the story of a Wisconsin vet struggling to continue after a junkyard fire contaminated his water supply.
Sometimes I wake up and I can smell the toxicity. You know, I just want to live. I don't want to do another tour of duty.
Monday at 10.
The sun is setting on Toyota's national sales event. Wait, they have until September 5th.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on many of Toyota's most popular models. Toyota, let's go places.
Choosing a treatment for your chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more, can be overwhelming. So ask your doctor about Botox. Botox prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they even start. It's the #1 prescribed branded chronic migraine treatment. So far, more than 5 million Botox treatments have been given to over 850,000 chronic migraine patients.
Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
In a survey, 92% of current users said they wish they talked to their doctor and started Botox sooner. So ask your doctor if Botox is right for you. Learn how AbbVie could help you save on Botox.
Holman Custom Collision and Service is your one-stop auto repair shop, locally owned and operated for over 20 years. Did your vehicle sustain hail damage in the recent storm? Holman Custom Collision and Service offers paintless dent repair, which can be used to repair most hail damage. Call now to set up an appointment for one of our qualified PDR technicians to closely examine your hail damage. We will generate a detailed hail damage estimate and help you work with your insurance company. Holman Custom Collision and Service, off the beaten path, 307 Ryan Street, Holman.
The last of summer will draw you in at Toyota's national sales event. It's like a magnet, but for people.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care. That's the value you can expect from Toyota. Toyota, let's go places.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Cade Overton.
Welcome to News 8 Now Sports. We're going to start tonight with the Brewers. They got a big walk-off win in the 10th inning last night That was not much needed because Corbin Burns doesn't start every game. Now, today was the return of Brandon Woodruff. The two-time All-Star hasn't pitched since April 7th when he went on the IL with a shoulder injury, but now he's back and was ready to go. If you don't believe me, check out his first inning. Leadoff man, let's take the highlight here. All right, here we go. And if you don't believe me, check out his first inning. Leadoff man swing and a miss for out number 1. Next batter, full count. Called strike 3 at the knees for the second strikeout of the inning. Third batter, and I think you know what's coming. Gets the batter swinging for his third strikeout of the inning. Starts the day off fast. Big Woo. Sporting a nice beard there as well. But it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows for him. Woody leaves one over the plate for Endy Rodriguez. He's going to take that one deep for a solo shot. Pirates take the lead 1-0. Then in the 8th inning, a man on for Brian Reynolds, and he crushes one off J.C. Mejia. That adds 2 more. Pittsburgh now up 4. Brewers down to their final out. Runners at the corners, and Mark Canha grounds one to third, but the throw to first goes high. A run scores. Brewers within 3. Next batter, Andrew Monasterio, and he pops it up. Not going to be deep enough, and that's the game. 4-1 the final. So the team split the series. Woody gave up a pair of solo home runs, but besides for that, he looked good in his 5 innings, striking out 9. Milwaukee, despite the loss, still holding on to first place, but the Reds and the Cubs are both just a game and a half back. Next up for the Brewers tomorrow night at home against the Colorado Rockies. And yes, speaking of the Cubs, they are within a game and a half. They've been red hot recently up against the Braves, but Matt Olson's actually going to get the scoring started for Atlanta in the 3rd inning. A 2-run home run puts the Braves up 2. But here comes Chicago. Bases loaded for Ian Happ. Grounder up the middle. Steps on the bag for 1, but Happ beats out the throw to first, and the Cubs, they're within 1. Now in the 5th, runner on 3rd for Happ again, and this time he singles into center field. The run scores as Happ has this game tied at 3. Next batter, Cody Bellinger. He finds some room into right field, and it's trouble. Happ rounds 3rd. He's going to come in to score from first. Chicago takes the lead as the Cubs would go on to win it 6-4. And as I mentioned, they trail Milwaukee by just a game and a half for that NL Central lead. All right, it was a rainy day in Minnesota. The Twins were in a weather delay for a few hours, going for the sweep against the Diamondbacks. And here's Carlos Correa with 2 men on and the singles into outfield. Both runners coming to score, and the Twins take the lead in the 6th inning. Arizona would take the lead back, but then in the 9th, with nobody on, Max Kepler, he's going to take a trip around the bases for a game-tying solo home run. And then later in the inning, it's the Twin Cities area native, Matt Wallner, a deep blast to right center field for a walk-off home run. Wallner coming up clutch for his first walk-off blast of his young career. Minnesota gets the win 5-3, and they sweep Arizona. All right, the Loggers, they got the win tonight in a close one, 1-0 over the Minnesota Mud Puppies. Lacrosse is now 23-5 since July 1st, and they have the best overall record in the Great Plains East Division for the Northwoods League with just 6 games left to go. All right, some big news out of Minnesota Vikings camp. The team announced the signing of former first-round pick N'Keal Harry. Harry was drafted out of Arizona State by the Patriots in 2019, where he didn't take as big of steps like other wide receivers like him, but he was on the Bears last year where he made this insane catch over Jair Alexander. And that means Harry will now be joining Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison, who were both first-round draft picks taken by Minnesota, and also Jalen Reagor, who was a first-round draft pick taken by the Eagles in 2020. So a lot of talent at wideout in Minnesota. All right, and then earlier this morning, a big World Cup game, U.S. bar, and then Kelly O'Hara, she hits the post, leaving the door wide open for Sweden, and the shot, it's saved. Wait, or is it? They check it on VAR, and it was ruled a goal. Sweden takes down the United States in PKs, and Team USA is eliminated. It's their...
This week's Hy-Vee hot deals are fresh ground beef, $2.77 for a 1-pound roll. Green seedless grapes, $1.48 a pound. And Frito-Lay party-size snacks, only $3.49 each when you buy 3. All week long at Hy-Vee.
America, it's time to gear up and get out there in a new Ford vehicle. and it all starts at your local Ford dealer during the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection of trucks and SUVs equipped with the tech and comfort you need to discover your best summer ever. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover summer with Ford. Now get 3.9% financing for 60 months plus $3,500 in total savings on Ford F-150 XLT Super Crew. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Corporate travel can come with surprises, and it's about time your hotel works for you. What's that? You forgot your toiletries? Holiday Inn has you covered. From the delicious breakfast served hot and ready to helping you relax. Need a good workout? Let our staff do the heavy lifting. Our state-of-the-art workout facility will get you in and out before your next meeting. Holiday Inn Express in Onalaska, taking customer service to a whole new level.
Our hearing connects us with people, and when that bridge is broken, our job is to help people with that hearing loss and reconnect them back with their lives again. We really feel that better hearing is a better life.
Better Hearing Center, 11th and Main, Onalaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
Hello? Yeah, this is Russell Nicolay. Yeah, bald head, sunglasses, you got it. Yeah. Billboards, baby.
Whoa, 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 man. Hey, if they want the real Nicolay, they should get the real Nicolay. Thank you. Russell Nicolay here. Yeah, we can help.
In a world full of choices, make sure you get the real Nicolay.
Fake beard, really, man?
Well, come on, it's like looking in a mirror, isn't it?
I don't know about that.
This week's Hy-Vee hot deals are 6-pack 7-Up products, just $2.48 each when you buy 4. Hy-Vee shredded cheese, 3 for just $5. And Driscoll's blueberries, only $1.99 a pint. All week long at Hy-Vee.
A walrus calf is now getting some TLC after he was found wandering alone on the north coast of Alaska. The month-old Pacific walrus calf arrived at the Alaska Sea Life Center after he was spotted on Alaska's North Slope. The cows depend on maternal care for the first 2 years of their lives, and when this walrus was found, there was no adult walrus in sight. The walrus was then transported to a special animal care facility. The veterinarian's orders called for 24-hour care, which includes constant cuddling to help keep the calf calm and encourage healthy development.